Yeah. I would like to welcome you all out to the interpretation hosted by Gizmoney. You already know what it is, man. I really want to thank everybody for the likes, the subscribes, the shares, the engagement. I really appreciate it because just starting off doing this podcast thing, man, is real hard, and I know people don't just embrace you out the gate. But thank you for all the support. But yeah, let's get into today's proceedings. So, today I was off, so I had a little time to do some research to look into some things. So it was a story that came across my desk today that I found very intriguing about this girl named Crystal Gail Magum. I'll give you a history on this girl. So back in 2006, there was three white guys that was on a lacrosse team. This woman had said they raped her. Come to find out, she didn't rape. They didn't rape her. She made it up. So years later, so now 18 years, what? I'm not a mathematician, but right now, 2024, about 18 years later, she comes out to say she's sorry. So I just found that it's wild crazy that while does it take 18 years for you to realize you're sorry? Oh, and on top of that, she's currently incarcerated in North Carolina. She's currently incarcerated in North Carolina for stabbing and killing her boyfriend on a manslaughter charge. So this same woman called rape on these guys kills her husband. It was I always say, "Where's there smoke, there's a fire," and it was a fire there. And this is an issue that we're dealing with today in this society. We're dealing with people that you can't hold them accountable, and then when you hold them accountable, it's like you're putting fire to their feet. And we have to really understand in order for us to move forward as a society, we got to start holding people accountable for the bullshit and the fuck shit that they doing. Because one thing I'll tell you, when it comes to a man having to be accountable, he has to come out and make a public statement and apologize. A woman does not have to do that. And this is not an attack on women. This is an attack on society and the mind state and we're in a generation or not even a generation, a time where people are choosing feelings over facts. And that's a problem because your feelings are not facts. Your feelings are your feelings. That's how you feel. And in this situation, it's a terrible situation, man, because them young men probably have lost a lot behind that because some things like that don't go away. And it's crazy, man. It's crazy. And that's one of the things I would want to touch on. It's just wild crazy to even fathom a situation like that because I feel sorry for anybody that goes through a situation where somebody could come out and just say anything about you. They just say rape and then you go to jail and then publicly they destroy you. Publicly you get destroyed. And sometimes ain't no coming back from that. Reputation is a big factor. And I can say that because I have done things that have caused blemishes in my reputation. And you can't, some things you don't go back from because I know I've made mistakes in my life to where I know that some things might not be able to get rectified because it was that detrimental, but I understand that and I'm accountable for that. And I understand, like, I fucked up here. I have to be responsible for that. And I have to handle every consequences that come after what I've done. You understand me? So in this situation, her consequence, she never got her consequence. You only got consequences for a man you took. A man's life you took. That's the consequences you got. And by you apologizing right now doesn't help nobody. You can keep that shit. If I was one of them, I'm like, man, keep that shit. It don't even matter at this point. You already destroyed my career. You already destroyed my name. And I just hope that them young men figured it out and move forward, man. That's one thing, man. I ain't gonna harp on that, but I wish them young men great futures, what they probably are, because they're white, and so it ain't even because of that. It ain't even about color. I just wish them better opportunities in life, and I hope this didn't destroy their livelihood on what they was trying to achieve. Yeah, it's crazy. It's like a lot of things I be seeing, like earlier today. Like I see nobody's talking about this. These drones in New York City and New Jersey, like I'm gonna get my conspiracy bag on y'all. Y'all gonna have to bear with me. Listen, I'm starting to think that this is the government. It could either be the government or another operation. These drones are probably being run by an AI system. It's probably like one big drone that shoots all the drones out, and they're all controlled by AI, and they're testing the AI system out in real time in front of us. But they're just making it seem like, oh, it's just drones. People are flying them. They're not understanding that it's probably AI, and I don't know. I don't know. I'm just getting in my conspiracy theorist bag, and I'm gonna let you know I'm just in my conspiracy theorist bag, and that's all I can say, because I'm thinking like, how are y'all not able to identify what these drones are? And I understand I have drones, but my drones are not the size of Volkswagens. See the difference? That's the difference. My drone is literally the size of my iPhone. Literally the size of my iPhone. These drones, they're saying the size of small cars. So who's operating them? Where these? And I think I'm not a person on regulation. I'm more a person of security. We already have threats from China going on in this world. Remember, I hope y'all didn't forget the weather balloons that they had to shoot down. So we already under a threat. We're already being monitored by not only our government, by other agencies, other countries. They have to get a hold of this, and national security really needs to get a hold of this, because this affects everybody. We don't know what these drones are filming. We don't know who they filming, what they're filming. They was just even said that these drones was following a Navy ship in the ocean. Think about that. Where these drones coming from? Why y'all not shooting them down? And then on top of that, you got to think about this. Ukraine and NATO are beefing. Ukraine and Russia are beefing. Now NATO's in it. And I'm going to tell you this. That doesn't do nothing good for this country. Nothing good. I'm not going to harp on this. I'm not going to harp on them drones, because the drones could be real. We don't know. I don't know. It's just me talking in my conspiracy theorist bag. So this is honestly, this is what I'm really want to get into. Joe Biden. I'm going to tell you, some of the people he have pardoned today and in these last couple are very questionable. And let's start with this judge out of Pennsylvania, the Wilkes-Barre area. He was running a program called Cash for Kids. So basically what he was doing, he was selling kids to private funded jails for minor offenses. And he was getting kickbacks. So the more kids he sent to these jails, they give him more money. And these was privately owned jails. And this is how the privately owned jails will make their money. So they're getting the kids from the state funnels the money back to them. He funnels the money back to the judge. Great Ponzi scheme. Great scheme. Terrible scheme, because look at the lives they are ruining. You think these are, and it was white kids, it was black kids, Hispanic kids, and guess, a lot of them kids came from Philadelphia. Excuse me, this Philadelphia, the small towns in Pennsylvania like Scranton, Wilkes-Barre, Harristown, all these places, and I know this because I spent some time in Philadelphia, the Potts towns, you know what I'm saying, the Norris towns and Reddings. You getting all these kids from all these communities and just selling them off like livestock. And this is the guy Joe Biden pardons. This is why I have a big issue with the Democratic Party. It's not just the policies, it's the decision of this guy has sold off children to private institutions. That sounds like a form of slavery, if you don't ask me. And it gets even worse on top of that. Joe Biden decides to pardon, you ain't gonna believe this one, a pedophile. He's from China. He was a Chinese operative that was here in America. Guess what he gets locked up for? Possession of child pornography. Over 35,000 videos of child pornography. Guess who pardons him? Joe Biden. Joe Biden pardons him. Why don't you pardon Larry Hoover? Why don't you do that? That man needs to be free. But you know who they let out? They let out pedophiles, people that sell off children, and then there's no outrage. But the outrage is always over Trump this, Trump that, Trump this. Just imagine if Trump did anything of that magnitude. Just imagine what would happen. And I'm being honest with y'all, man. Imagine what would happen. What would happen will the whole world would shut down and be like, Trump, Trump, Trump this, because everybody has Trump derangement syndrome. And I'm trying to tell you this right now. I can't wait till Cash Patel gets in there because he's going to clean DC out. And I'm sick of you liberals. I'm seeing this all throughout the day. I'm sick of Cory Booker with these little cryptic messages he keep throwing out. Like, for one, y'all got to get over it. Y'all lost. It's over. Y'all lost. Y'all lost. What else y'all want to do? What else y'all gonna do? What else? Oh, y'all got a plan for 2025? Let me tell you this. Everything they tried to do when it came to this political movement with the MAGA and the Donald Trump and this Republican Party that is establishing the Republic here right now, everything y'all tried failed. And y'all still trying. And this is let you know what they're doing right now. They're sabotaging Trump. But I ain't going to run on this Trump thing. I ain't going to ride this wave too long. I don't want to hold y'all. But I'm really about to get up out of here, man. I really want to say, man, thank y'all all for showing up, showing out for your boy, man. I really appreciate everybody out there. Can y'all please like, subscribe, share, and, tell a friend that gives money back again. You already know the interpretation, and I'm out.